Hi, I'm Devin. Thank you for joining me tonight and taking a moment for movement. So, tonight we are going to have a 1 hour yoga practice. I just want to mention that while I am pregnant, this is not a prenatal or a pregnancy specific class, but instead, while it is pregnancy safe, it is meant for everyone of all levels of yoga. So, I'm glad you've joined me tonight, and we're going to get started right away. So, come down to your mat into a comfortable seated position. You don't need any special equipment for this yoga practice. However, if you have a yoga block or two, you may find it handy. Now, again, just a reminder, wherever you are tonight, I want you to respect your body and listen to your body. So we may have taken a little break from our yoga. I didn't teach a class last Wednesday due to the Thanksgiving holiday. So if it's been a couple more days than usual between our yoga practices, you might feel a little bit stiff. So just ease into it tonight. Again, it's all about how you're feeling today versus where we want to be or where we've been in the past. All right, so let's get started in our comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders up, back, and away from your ears so they're stacked and relaxed. Close your eyes and just take a couple nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let your body relax. Maintain that tall posture so you can breathe deeply, but let go of any thoughts, plans, or ideas. Naturally, they'll arise now and throughout our hour-long practice. That's fine. Just acknowledge that you're having these outside thoughts, and then bring your attention back to your breath and back to the posture. On your next exhale, gently lower your chin down towards your chest. Find that length in the back of your neck. Breathe into it. And then gently circle your left ear towards your left shoulder, finding length through the right side of the neck. Chin to the chest, right ear towards the right shoulder, stretching the opposite side. Good. Let's bring your chin back through center, left ear towards the left shoulder. This time, picking up the right hand, flexing the wrist, pressing away through the palm. Feel that stretch all the way down the length of your inner arm. Breathe into that stretch. If it's too much, bend the elbow a little bit. Good. Let's release. Right hand to the lap, chin to the chest, right ear towards the right shoulder, and we'll switch sides. Picking up the left hand, flex the wrist, and press. Good. Let's release. Hand to the lap. Slide your hands to your knees if they're not all there already. And as you exhale, I want you to round the back. Draw your chin down towards your chest. And as you inhale, lift up through the center of the chest, through the heart, look upwards. And exhale again. Really round the back of the body. Look towards your lap. And inhale, lift. Think about growing tall, lifting through the crown of the head. One more each direction. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Good. Let's come back to a neutral spine. Continue breathing deeply. We're going to bring our hands around to the back of the body. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders up, back, and towards one another. Reach your thumbs away from your tailbone. Lift through the chest. And one more time, look upwards. Good. Let's release. Bring the hands forward, drop them to the mat, lean forward into the palm. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So you may need to adjust a little bit here. We want our fingers spread wide. The palms are centered under our shoulders, and we're going to walk the knees so that they're directly under our hips. Continue moving with the breath. Exhale, arch the back. Draw the chin towards your chest, look back towards your knees. Inhale, round the spine, look upwards. So exhale, arch. Inhale, round. Moving at your own pace. Notice if you're a little stiff or achy tonight. Don't push it. We're just warming up. If you've been seated a lot today at a desk or in a car, this may feel really nice, but it may be a little bit hard to kind of ease all the way down the length of the back. So we're not just arching through the shoulders, but all the way down towards the tailbone. Let's do one more. Good. All right, come to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to move into downward facing dog. So you may want to walk your hands out a couple inches from where they have been planted. Continue to spread the fingers wide. Remember, we're going to rotate the creases of our elbows towards the top of our mat. Curl the toes under, lift the knees off the ground, and root down through the heels. As you lift through the tailbone, lengthen the backs of the legs, pressing the heels towards the mat, finding that length down the back side of the body. We want our head and neck relaxed, so look left and right gently, letting go of any tension or gripping in the muscles along the jaw and neck. You may want to pedal your heels a couple times, shifting the weight from one leg to the other. Breathe into that stretch. Good. Lift the chin up, look forward towards the space between your hands, and we're just going to walk the feet forward on the mat, coming into a forward fold. So again, this is just our warm-up. I'm coming into a little bit of a wider stance to accommodate my body, but find what feels good for you. If your feet are generally under the hips, toes pointing forward, that's great. If you're feeling any tightness in the lower back, maybe take a little bit of a bent knee or a wider stance. Good. Let's gently press through the soles of the feet, round up, stacking the back. Roll the shoulders back and look straight ahead. Wonderful. Step the feet under the hips for mountain pose. We're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations tonight. The first round we're going to take very slowly so we can really ease into all postures that are linked together. So while I will cue the breath, please take more breaths as needed. So from mountain pose, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, palms together at the center of our chest. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. If you want a little bit more support, you can bring your hands to the lower back, fingertips pointed down. Lift through the heart and look upwards. And let's exhale, hinge forward, fingertips all the way down to the mat. So again, we're going to hold a forward fold for a couple breaths. So feel free to adjust that stance, lengthening the back of the body, reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat. On your next inhale, take a big step back with the right foot, lower the knee and flatten the top of the foot to the mat, coming into our first low lunge of tonight's practice. So this might feel a little tight, or this might feel really, really good. Drop the hips down and forward, finding that length through the front of the right thigh and hip flexor. All right, curl the right toes under, press into the foot so you can lift the knee, and exhale the left leg back into plank. Draw the navel and all 4 layers of the abs up and in, supporting the lower back. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lower knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, slide your body forward. Press through the palms, lift the chest. Look upwards, roll the shoulders back and away from your ears. Good. Curl the toes, press through the palms. Lift the hips up and back, downward dog, and breathe. On your next inhale, right foot steps forward, lower the left knee and flatten the top of the left foot to the mat. Again, hold it here, letting your hips settle down and forward into that lunge. And exhale, left leg forward. Bring your feet together and look at your knees. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms, chest, and shoulders all the way up. Gently arch back. Again, you can bring your hands to the lower back for a little bit more support while holding it here. Keep the chest lifted. And exhale, release. Hands back to the heart in prayer position. Excellent job. Let's do one more slow sun salutation. Left side, inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. Hold, draw the abs in to help keep the body supported. And exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips down to the mat, head and neck relaxed, look towards the knees. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up, hips down and forward. Breathe. Curl the left toes and exhale, right leg back to plank. Draw the abs in and up. And exhale, knees, chest and forehead down to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest, look upwards. So we're actively using the triceps to keep the body supported. Curl the toes, press through the palms, lift the hips up and back. Downward dog. Find length by reaching down through the heels. And on your next inhale, left foot steps forward, right knee down, foot flat, and breathe. Good. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, arms, chest and shoulders up, gently arch back. And exhale, release, arms by the sides. Excellent job. So you should already start to feel the body really warming up because those poses, despite holding them, are very challenging. So let's do two more sun salutations, this time moving at our normal pace, moving with our breath. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the right toes. Exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. And exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. And exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back and away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath. All right, so now you should feel nice and warm. So we're gonna move into our general asana practice. We're gonna start with triangle pose. So let's take the right leg, step back about a stride, maybe a stride and a half, depending on your leg length. Rotate the hips, shoulders, and chest towards the right edge of your mat and glance down. Make sure the left heel points towards the right arch. Inhale your arms up to shoulder height. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach the left fingertips all the way towards the top of your mat and then hinge sideways directly over the left leg. Lengthen through the fingertips and feel that stretch down the right side of your body. Breathe into it. Excellent job. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, draw the abs in to help support the back of the body as we come all the way up. You can let your arms float down to your sides. We're going to now move into revolved triangle. I'm going to grab a block for this one. If you have one handy, you can start with it in your hand or on the mat planted next to your left foot. So our left foot hasn't moved. It's still pointing towards the top of our mat. Our right foot, however, is going to rotate so the toes are about 45 degrees towards the top of our mat. Our hips, shoulders, and chest are going to also face the top of our mat. And we'll one more time inhale our arms up to shoulder height. And as we exhale, the right hand this time is going to come down to the mat next to the left arch or somewhere along the block, or if you don't have a block handy, along your left shin. So we're anchoring the right hand by using the leg, the mat, or the block. Remember, you've got different heights available if you're using a block. Press through that hand, open the upper back and chest, roll the left shoulder back, and feel that stretch down the outside of the left leg. We want to keep our knees soft, not bent, but not locked at the joint. Take one more nice deep breath. And as we exhale, press through the soles of the feet, lift the chest and arms up, and bring the right arm back to the right side of the body. You can let your arms relax down by your sides. Good job. Again, keep the left foot in place. We're going to walk our right foot back on the mat, opening up our stance, and we're back to a perpendicular foot placement. So the left heel points towards the right arch. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height. Take a deep breath. As we exhale, bend the left knee. So we're coming into warrior two, building strength through that left quad, flexibility and length through the inner thigh. Turn the head and look just past the left fingers, keeping your shoulders back and relaxed away from your ears. Excellent. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to hinge sideways, bringing the left forearm down to the left thigh for extended side angle, or the left hand down to the block or the mat on the outside of the left foot. So we want to keep our chest open and our right shoulder stacked over the left. Keep reaching along the line of the arm all the way down to the fingertips. Good, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna bend that left leg a little bit more deeply. Bring both hands down to the mat, framing the left foot. Lift the right heel and exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest, look up. And exhale, curl the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe into the stretch. Good, tiptoe the feet forward. Take a moment in forward fold. And then round up, stacking the back. Shoulders back, lift the chin off the chest, look forward, and take one more nice deep breath. Well done. We're going to switch sides, so that means we're going to keep our right foot forward. We're going to step back with our left leg about astride, hips, shoulders, and chest towards the left edge of the mat. Right heel points towards the left arch, triangle pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach the right fingertips to the top of the mat, and then hinge sideways directly over the right leg. Lengthen through the arms. Good, let's take a deep breath in and exhale, come back up. Keep the right foot where it is. We'll rotate the left foot now about 45 degrees towards the top of the mat. Hips, shoulders, and chest also are facing that front foot. Your block can come next to the right arch, or you can just hold it in your left hand. We're going to inhale the arms out at shoulder height. And as we exhale, we're going to rotate, lowering the left hand down to the mat, or along the right shin, or somewhere along the block. Anchoring by pressing through the center of the left palm and opening the chest, rolling the right shoulder back, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. We're going to feel that stretch along the outside of the right hip, thigh, and upper calf, the muscles that the IT band connects to, the longest tendon in the body. So let's breathe into that stretch, breathe into that area that's always a little bit tight. Good, let's take one more breath. And exhale, press through the soles of the feet, lift the arms and chest up, and bring the left arm all the way back to the left side of the body. Keep the right foot exactly where it is. We're just gonna walk our left foot back on the mat for warrior two. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bend the right knee. And turn the head, look past the right fingers. Good, take a deep breath in and exhale, hinging sideways to extended side angle. Right forearm can come to the right thigh, or we can bring the right hand down to the outside of the right foot tonight or to the block. Left arm is reaching forward, creating that nice long line down the left side of the body. Tilt your chin and look at the left palm. Good, inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink both hands down to the mat on either side of the right foot. Rotate the left heel towards the sky and step the right leg back to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and forehead to the mat or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, lift through the heart, look up. And exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward dog. Wonderful. Walk the toes forward. Come into our forward fold. Again, take a moment to let the upper body hang or drape forward over the thighs. And then we're going to press through the soles of the feet and lift our torsos back up. Stacking the shoulders over the hips and lifting the chin off the chest. Excellent. Next, we're going to work a little bit on our balance. So if you're on a thicker mat, you might want to just push the mat to the side and stand directly on your floor. If you're on a mat and carpet, again, you may just want to come to the carpeted level as it will just be a little bit more steady. So starting out, spread the left toes as wide as you can. So let's increase our base of support and our, area to stabilize as big as we can right from the beginning. Knee is soft, shoulders are back. We're going to draw the abs in and up. And then we're going to lift the right leg off of the mat. So we're going to hold on to the hamstring or the upper right shin. Either handhold is fine, but we're aiming to keep the shoulders back and keep them stacked over the hips. So if you find that you're rounding forward over the leg, try the grip under the thigh. So find a point to focus the eyes, something that's not moving. Focus your attention on your breath. And then holding on to the right leg with the right hand, bring the left hand to the left hip, and we're going to open the right leg to the right side. So again, try not to move the rest of the body. We want to keep the body stacked over the left foot. Let's take one more breath here, and then bring that knee back towards the front of the body. All right. You can continue to hold it here, or if you're up for a little bit of a challenge, I'd like you to pull your abs in even deeper because this will help bring support to the body. Release the leg, bring the right hand to the hip, flex the foot, and press away through the heel. So ideally, we're lifting those toes up as high as we can, keeping both legs straight. So you'll really feel that supporting leg working hard to keep you balanced. The lifted leg, thigh, is working hard to keep that leg up, and our abs are also working hard to keep the body tall. Let's take one more breath, and then with control, wherever your leg is, gently lower it down to the mat. Well done. Shake out those legs. Take a couple of breaths, roll out the shoulders. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So root down through the right foot now, spread the toes wide, deep breath. At your own pace, lift up the left leg, find the grip that works for you, that can maintain a tall torso, and breathe into this balance. Excellent. Let's continue holding the left leg with the left hand, right hand to the hip. Stay tall, stay stacked over the right leg, and let's open the left leg to the left side. Good. Let's bring that knee back to the front of the body. Gonna check in here. And then just as we did before, you're welcome to remain here or add the challenge by drawing the abs in deeper, left hand to the left hip, flex the left foot, press away through the heel. So straighten out that leg, lift up through the toes, grow tall out of the right foot and hip. And release. Wonderful job. All right, so we're getting a lot accomplished in those postures. We're building strength in the glutes, the quads, the abs. We're also challenging our balance, our focus, and our meditation there. So shake out the legs, come back towards the top of your mat. We're going to move into our forward fold. So again, traditionally we would have our feet under our hips, toes pointed forward. I'm going to have a slightly wider stance to make some space for my body. So we're going to inhale both arms up and exhale, hinge forward. And when we can't fold forward any further, we're just going to drop our fingertips down towards the mat, towards the ground. Draw your chin towards your chest and let your body hang. So let each exhale relax your body deeper into this forward fold. From here, I'd like you to keep both soles of the feet on the mat, but we're going to bend the right knee. So by bending the right knee, we're going to shift that stretch into the outside of the left thigh and hip. Good. Straighten out that right leg and come back to soft knees, both sides, and switch sides. Bend the left knee as much as you can without lifting the heel off of the mat. Feel that stretch shift to the right lower back, outer hip and thigh. Good. And release. Straighten out that knee. We're not going to lift back up. Instead, we're going to make our way down to the mat, first into Malasana, or our yogi squat. So we're going to walk our feet a little bit wider apart, rotate the toes out approximately towards 10 and 2. And using our hands for support, we're going to bend the knees and lower the hips down between the heels. So our hips are floating above the mat, and we're just kind of balanced here, using the triceps to help keep our knees open wide. So the kneecap should be pointing the same direction as all of our toes. If it's not, we need to adjust our feet, okay? So if you find that your heels are also lifted from the mat, stand back up, adjust your footing. Chances are you'll need to walk them a little bit wider apart, or maybe even a little bit closer together. Takes a couple tries sometimes to get the placement right, and that's totally fine. Excellent job. We're going to lean forward, use our hands for support, and then lower our hips down to the mat, okay? And whatever maneuver works best for you. So we're going to come into our forward folds. So we'll start with our left leg extended. Bend your right knee and bring the sole of the right foot along the left inner thigh or inner calf. Remember, we don't want any sideways pressure along the knee joint. So sit up nice and tall, shoulders are back. Inhale, both arms up. And as we exhale, reach forward as we fold, dropping the hands down to the foot, ankle, calf, maybe knee, whatever works for you tonight. But I want you to draw your chest down towards the top of that left leg, as well as reaching the crown of your head all the way down towards your toes. Okay, so that's really a subtle movement, but I want you to think about reaching the torso along the length of the legs. Excellent job. Let's inhale all the way up. Keep your left arm lifted towards the sky. We're going to drop the right hand to the mat just behind the right hip, fingertips pointing towards the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press through the right palm, shift the weight into the right shin and left foot, lifting the hips. So draw the abs in, use the glutes to help lift the hips up and lengthen the torso. Find that stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Breathe deeply. Good, let's release. Bring the hips back down to the mat. Keep the left leg where it is. We're gonna pick up the right leg and plant the right foot on the outside of the left thigh. So we wanna get the whole foot planted, meaning you might need to draw or hug the right knee towards the chest. Use the left hand to hug that right knee a little bit closer. Bring the right hand behind the back, heel of the hand just a couple inches behind the tailbone. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, rotate the chest to the right. So we want to feel this stretch through the lower back, maybe through the outer hip, and we're just going to breathe into it gently. Good, let's release and lower the right leg all the way down to the mat. Keeping the right leg straight, we'll now bend the left leg, sole the left foot along the right inner thigh or calf. You may need to adjust your seat. Sit up tall, inhale, arms up, and exhale, reach forward as you fold. Again, think about reaching the crown of your head towards your toes. Whether your hands have made contact with the foot or not, that's fine, but you want to think about length of the torso. Excellent, let's release. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Keep the right arm up towards the sky. Drop the left hand back just behind the left hip, fingertips pointing towards the back of your mat. Deep breath in, full breath out, pressing into the left palm, the left shin, the right foot. Squeeze the glutes, reach the right arm back, find length through the right side of the body. And release. Good. All right, right leg remains nice and long. Pick up the left leg, place the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. We're going to use the right hand to gently draw the left leg towards the torso. Left hand behind the back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, rotate through the upper back and shoulders, facing the left side of the room, while gently drawing that knee towards the torso. Good, let's release. Bring the chest forward. You can relax your hands to your sides. And we're going to keep that left knee bent, but we're now going to bend the right leg as well. Moving into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. We want to bring the soles of the feet together. We want to inhale, lift the chest, so we're really sitting nice and tall with our shoulders stacked over our hips to begin. So hands are resting on the feet or ankles or even our lower legs. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. As we exhale, we're leaning the center of our chest down towards our feet. So we're not rounding over our body, but instead think about closing the cover of a book or a laptop. Everything moves at once. Keep it in one nice long line from the back of your head all the way down to your tailbone. So you might not be moving very far, but with that nice tall body, we'll feel that stretch a little bit deeper through the inner thighs. You may want to press your forearms, your elbows down into your legs to get a little bit more intensity in that stretch, pressing the legs towards the ground. Good, and let's release. Sit back. Excellent job. So we're going to swing our legs around and come back into our quadruped position, meaning on our hands and knees. So our hands are centered under our shoulders, our knees are back under our hips, just as we did in our warm-up. This time we're going to add an arm and leg lift to that spinal movement and to the breath. So on our inhale, we're going to reach our right arm and left leg nice and long. So draw the abs in here to help support the body. And as we exhale, bend the knee and elbow, arch the back, tuck the chin. So inhale, lengthen, reach, 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 and exhale, arch the back. Use the abs. Move at your own pace, moving your arm and leg with your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch. Good, let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen, hold it here. Keep lengthening the body, keep lifting a little bit higher, really turning on all those muscles along the back side of the body. And we'll lower the hand and knee back down to the mat, switching sides. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch. Good, one more. On your next inhale, hold it long, lift it a little higher while keeping the hips square. And lower the hand and knee down to the mat. Excellent job. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Your choice of arm placement, either out in front, maybe one fist stacked on the other with your forehead on top, or the traditional version with your hands back on your heels. Good, let's lift our heads up a couple inches, walk the arms out if they're not already there. We still want to keep our hips back and down towards our heels, towards the mat, but we're actually going to walk our hands towards the top right corner of the mat or towards your room. So sit back into the left hip, opposition stretch. If you're wearing a pair of jeans, you'd be pressing back into that left pocket. And you'll feel this stretch along the left side of the torso. Continue to drop your face and chest down towards the mat, and breathe. Good, walk the hands through center, over to the left corner, reach back through the right hip. Good, let's come back through center. Arms in line with the shoulders. We're gonna come into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg all the way up. And as you exhale, let's step it forward, bring it between the hands. Let's come into our low lunge. So hips are down and forward, right knee is stacked over the ankle. Hold it here, find length in the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, let's gently lower the left knee and we're going to shift our hips back into a hamstring stretch. So walk the hands back, straighten out the right leg, lift the toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine and hinge over the right leg. Feel that stretch all the way down the backside of the right leg, the hamstring, the calf. Breathing deeply. Good, let's release, walk the hands forward, lower the right toes, come back into a low lunge, keeping the left knee planted this time. We're gonna walk our hands up to the right knee, roll the shoulders back, and keep the hips down and forward. Excellent, release, hands back down to the mat. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, shift the hips back again. Once more, let's do the hamstring stretch, lifting the toes off the mat. Lengthen the torso and bend the elbows, lowering the front of the body towards the top of the leg. Excellent. Let's walk the hands forward, lower the right foot back to the mat. Again, nice full breath here. And then let's step the right leg back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg all the way up towards the sky. Bend the knee, pull the knee in towards the chest as you exhale. And let's lower the bent knee between our hands, moving into king pigeon pose. Relax the left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest, look upwards. Exhale, fold the torso forwards over the right leg, letting your upper body relax as much as possible. So whether that's your forehead down on the mat or maybe resting your forehead in your hands, we want to breathe deeply into this stretch, keeping our hips an even distance above the mat. So we don't want to roll onto the right side, but instead we should feel this stretch equally, both sides of the body. Good, let's release. Walk the hands back to either side of the right leg. Curl the left toes and let's step back to downward dog. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky and exhale, big step forward, low lunge, left leg, hips down and forward. Excellent. Gently lower the right knee down to the mat, flatten the top of the foot, and on your next exhale, shift the hips back, straightening out the left leg, lifting the toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows and hinge forward over the top of the left leg. Good. Let's release. Walk the hands forward. Lower the left foot to the mat. Hips are down and forward. Let's hold it here and breathe. And now begin to walk the hands up the left shin, bringing them to the top of the left thigh. Roll the shoulders back and hold it here, keeping the hips down and forward. If you're feeling too much pressure in the right knee, press deeply downwards through the top of the right foot. Help disperse that weight. Good. Release. Hands down to the mat. Take a deep breath and exhale. Hips back, walking the hands back, lifting the left toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Good. Let's release. Walk the hands forward, back to our low lunge. Take a full breath here. And then we'll step back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg all the way up. And exhale, bending the knee, draw it forward and between the hands. Relax the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Settle into this posture, breathing deeply. Okay, let's release. Sit down into that left hip. Walk the hands back and swing the right leg around. Bend both knees. And we're going to lay back on our mat. So you can use your abs and roll all the way back, or you can come to your side and lay back that way before rolling onto the back of the body. Your choice. But we're going to end up here, laying flat on our back, knees bent. Taking a couple nice deep breaths. All right, so moving into bridge pose, our arms are along our sides. Fingertips are reaching for our heels, so you may need to walk the feet in a little bit closer. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back of the body. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Lift the hips up. We're really using the glutes and hamstrings here to build strength through the back side of the body. Draw the knees in together slightly so they're in line with the hips. That way we are also activating the inner thigh muscles, building strength there as well. So hold the hips up. Ideally, we can't see our tops of our knees. Keep pressing through the soles of the feet. One more full breath. And exhale, gently roll the spine down to the mat. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent job. Hug the right knee in towards the chest and flatten the left leg down to the ground. We're going to move into a half happy baby. So our right arm is going to come inside the right leg, holding onto the top of the right foot with the right hand. We're going to gently open up the knee a little bit. So our knee is about 90 degrees. Sole of the right foot is facing the ceiling, and we're gently drawing that foot and the top of the right thigh down towards the mat. Good, let's release, bend the knee, heel to the glute, and lower it all the way down to the floor. Switching sides, bend the left leg, hug it in towards the chest. And then we're going to bring that left arm to the inside of the left leg, holding on to the top of the left foot so our fingertips are wrapped around the outside edge. And then we're just going to gently open that knee a little bit so the sole of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. We're drawing the top of the thigh down towards the mat. Our right leg should be as relaxed as possible. And from here, we're going to move into full happy baby. So you're welcome to keep your hold on your left leg, or if you prefer, you can grab both legs at once. But we'll hug both knees in towards the chest, arms reach between the knees, grab a hold of the feet, and open the soles of the feet up towards the sky. We want to maintain a long tailbone or a long spine here. So if you find that your hips are way up in the air, try and let the back of the lower body relax down. Keep drawing the knees down towards the mat. Feel that stretch through the inner thighs. And release. Heels towards the glutes, thighs towards one another, and down to the mat. Take a deep breath. Bring your arms halfway between your hips and your shoulders. Walk your hips a couple inches to the right, and then with your thighs together, gently lower the knees down to the left. Just a gentle spinal twist. Bring the knees back up. Lower both hips to the mat. And now, walk the hips a couple inches to the left, basically making room for our own body. And then we're going to lower our knees down to the right side of the mat. Good, let's release, knees back up, and we're going to move into Shavasana. So if your back is a little stiff or a little tender tonight, feel free to keep the knees bent to keep the lower back supported. Or, of course, if you'd like more inner thigh stretch, drop the outer thighs down towards the mat, or our traditional version always feels good. Heels down, about mat width apart, letting the toes turn towards the outside corners of the mat. Our arms are always halfway between the hips and shoulders with the palms up towards the sky, and the head is relaxed on its natural center. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let your whole body relax. Let go of any thoughts, plans, or ideas. If your mind wanders, bring your attention back to your breath and the sensations of the body. Bring your awareness all the way down your body to your feet. And mentally repeat after me. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Bring awareness back to your body. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Gently stretch your arms overhead and lengthen your body, awakening it. Reach your arms to the right side and the left side. And then gradually roll back up to a seated position. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Great job tonight, everyone. Thank you for joining me and taking an hour of movement. I hope you enjoyed tonight's workout. Just a reminder, we will not have class next week, but we will resume in 2 weeks. So I hope you can continue practicing while I'm out of town. So if you could, there's plenty of workouts on the website, on the Moment for Movement Facebook page and YouTube page of all different lengths and previous classes that have been recorded. So I hope that you continue your practicing while we have our quick gap next week. So have a wonderful, wonderful 2 weeks, and I'll see you then. Have a good night.